All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the end of Precision Public Health Asia 2021. It really leaves me to close the conference with some reflections, and I wanted to thank first all of you, not just our sponsors and our speakers, but all of you for journeying with us on this very exciting journey. This is only the first couple of steps in what will be a long and exciting journey to bring precision public health in its fullest potential to make public health better. I want to make 4 observations after the last 3 days of discussion. The first is that I want to take us back to the theme of the opening plenary, that the future is already here. And I'm very taken by the comment that 𝗣𝗲𝗰𝗶𝘀𝗶 made, that really precision public health is public health, right? And as was alluded to by really Larry in the session in the morning, the public expect public health to be precise. And really, we are the ones who are disappointing and failing the public expectations of how we're doing public health. So I think the key take home for all of us, and my first point is that the future is already here. Public health, or more broad, or really precision public health, will be the default public health of the future, and the future is imminent. Public health is not just about biology, it's also about behavior, and it is about bites. The second take home that I have is the need to engage many stakeholders. And it's not just about the data sharing and solving the different tiers of data and privacy and confidentiality. It's also the need to engage with stakeholders, because all of us hold different types of data. And as this panel that we've concluded has richly illustrated, a lot of data that's very meaningful to improving the health of populations really don't reside in traditional public health silos. So we need to learn how to work together across very disparate groups of expertise, people who have and professions that have never really worked together, and bring them in service of the health of populations. And clearly, to build this bridge effectively, we need trust and we need a common set of skills. So certainly for us in the National University Singapore, we're increasingly bringing in more analytics, more use of bioinformatics and handling of data into what, I guess, for want of a better word, has been described as traditional public health. And we are also starting to introduce many more really guest lecturers and really experiences, so that our students can be exposed to the much broader realm that is really public health, not just in the traditional government or academic silos that many of us would be much more really familiar with. The third point that I wanted to make is that precision public health is not something that is exclusive to developed or to affluent countries. It is not more expensive, right? Good public health must be cheaper or less expensive than bad public health. And Larry made the point that over 30% of healthcare in today's world is wasted. If we can target better through using data, to go back to the definition of precision public health, of the right intervention to the right population in the right time at the right site, then public health becomes better and cheaper. To me, the issue is one of cash flow, right? We need to invest upfront to build the data systems, to build the enabling technology for us to do public health in much different and much better ways. And the sort of catalytic investments from the private sector, from philanthropy, can help us to jumpstart this. But ultimately, over a longer time horizon, precision public health is cheaper than traditional public health. Finally, the point that I want to make is that it really takes a village to educate a child. The use of data, the use of technology has been nascent in a lot of public health, but with COVID and what we have all lived through in the last year has been transformative. I opened the conference 3 days ago, really with the confession that when we first conceptualized the conference, we were looking at trying to persuade people why precision public health is important. But with COVID-19 and with the pandemic, the emphasis has shifted away from the why. There is no more doubt as to how important precision public health is. It's really the how. And on this last point, I want to make some exciting announcements around next steps and what's going to happen after this conference. I am pleased to announce to everyone that we will be unveiling a Precision Public Health Asia Society, or PFAS for short. And the objectives are very straightforward. We do recognize that this Precision Public Health Asia conference that we are concluding now has been a wonderful start to bring together like-minded individuals, but it's only a start. And we see that a society will enable us to have a longer runway, a bridge to promote awareness and advancement of precision public health. Right. Secondly, we do see that there is a desperate need to support capacity building in precision public health and all related fields. And on this, really on this point, I'm not at liberty to make any announcements yet, but we've been talking to various international organizations and funders, and stay tuned for some support opportunities to educate yourselves further in some of the tools that make up precision public health. Right. And lastly, I want to make the point that this society is not something that's exclusive. It is a members organization. It really provides a platform for all of us, whether as public health practitioners, policymakers, technologists, students, academics, to come together in a very safe space to really ideate and to do things together to make better the health of populations. So all are welcome. We will be really transitioning the conference website pphasia.com after 15th April into the really society's website, so that it'll be familiar to all of you, and the content from this conference is going to be packaged nicely and put onto the society's website to give the society a really running start. And finally, I want to close off by acknowledging the many sponsors who have been so supportive, the platinum, the gold, and other sponsors, but really beyond all of them, the success of this conference, I'm deeply indebted to all of you, and for your time and your patience in being with us and really supporting us on this journey. And finally, I want to make special, I want to have a special call out to the organizing team led by Miss Wendy Tan, right, who have been absolutely wonderful and tireless in organizing this, making sure that the technology works and that the in-person sessions that we've held here in Singapore in the afternoons of this conference also really progress very, very smoothly. Without their efforts, this conference would not have been possible, and kudos to Wendy and to the entire team. Right. And let me end off by quoting Prince Mahidol, the Thai, widely acknowledged as Thailand's father of modern medicine and public health, where he famously said that the true success is not in the learning, but in its application to the benefit of mankind. And that's really what we want precision public health to be about: making better, using data, technology, and all the resources we have to make the health of populations in Asia and around the world better. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being with us.
We've now come to the end of the conference. Over the past few days, we explored the challenges and opportunities of using big data and precision health tools to deliver more effective, targeted, and personalized public health interventions in both developed and developing countries. It is truly amazing that we've come together from all across the globe, from different sectors and industries, to collectively discuss and imagine the possibilities and ultimately a roadmap to realize the full potential of precision public health to improve the health of populations around the world. In case you missed any of the sessions earlier, not to worry, the recordings for today's session will be available tomorrow, and you may also watch the past sessions through the Programs tab on this microsite until next Friday, the 16th of April. You still stand a chance to win a 200 Apple e-voucher by completing the post-event survey at the end of this conference. Once again, thank you for joining us. It has been my privilege to host all of you. See you at the next event, and I wish you a pleasant day ahead.